In this lesson, we're going to cover the TAW, the DHAW, and write the word Al Basit. This actually continues from the lesson from yesterday. The letter TAW shares a lot in common with the SAD we made yesterday. So if you haven't completed that lesson, I would recommend completing that, and I think you'll find it very helpful in completing this shape as well. There are some subtle differences, and I'll try to address those. I'm going to relate a few letters together, starting with creating 7 nuqtas vertically to establish the height. 6, 7. I'll do that on both sides of my sheet. Then I'm going to go ahead and connect these. I'll just use a straight edge to connect these. I'm going to place a line at 2.5 nuqtas and another one about 3 nuqtas. You'll see here in a minute why I did this. We already know the alif is 7 nuqtas tall. So go ahead and create an alif. And then yesterday we created the sad. We had the face of the sad was 4 nuqtas wide and 3 nuqtas tall. So starting about here, come up, straighten your pen as you come to this side, bring it down, sweep up a little, and then we have this ba type stroke that goes down. This shape of the face of the sad shares a lot in common with the THAW. I'm going to show you a few subtle differences between the two. The width of it is also 4 nuqtas. So if we say 1, 2, 3, 4, but it does not go up as high as the sad. So that went up to 3 nuqtas. Here we're going to go up to about 2.5. So starting here, place your pen, depending on if you're using an angled nib or a flat nib, place your pen at an angle so to be a thin stroke, become wider at the top, just like the sad. And then as you curve around, straighten your nib this way, rotate it this way. And where the sad actually curved down, leveled out, and went up, the THAW from this point is going to make a gentle stroke down and keep going down. I'll show you what I mean. So as you come down this way, now begin coming down at an angle, and as you reach the bottom, just keep going across and go past this line by 2 nuqtas. And then you finish this stroke by completing it on this side. So you notice the height's a little less, the width is the same, and instead of this stroke curving up, it gently curves down, flattens out, and then only the tip here you can curve up a little bit. In this first nuqta, roughly, nuqta to nuqta and a half, we're going to come up to the height of the alif and begin our vertical stroke down, which is the same as the alif. So come down and then connect to the base. Finish with a triangle on top. And if you wanted to, you could finish your sad I think it's helpful to practice both letters because the hand motions, the strokes, the details are very similar. You're reminded that although they share a lot of similarities, you're also reminded of the subtle differences. I'll start once again with the sad. Come up, swing down, curve down, level out, and then curve up a little. So as we come down, we level out and curve up a little. And then right about here is where we begin our stroke, which is like the letter Ba coming down. I'll make 4 nuqtas here. Only go up to this height, and then I'll make the letter THAW, starting from here, coming up only to 2.5 nuqtas, as it gets wider. Rotate your pen. Notice I'm coming down at an angle, and I'm going to just keep on going. Right here, I've kind of almost leveled out my slope. I'm going to continue past about 2 nuqtas and lift my kalam up. And then about 1.5 nuqta over, finishing within the first nuqta, we come up here, and pretty much similar to our alif, we connect our vertical stroke. And if you wanted to, you could finish your sawd. Practice that a few times. Once you've practiced it enough times together, then try practicing it separately. You can establish just your height when you're ready to practice it independent of the other letters. The main details are the base is 4 nuqtas wide. The height is about 2.5. And the total height, similar to the alif, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You don't always have to go up to the full 7 nuqta height. You can make it shorter as well. The main thing is get this face shape down here right. Come up, begin rotating to here. Come down, keep going, and then rotate your column up. I went way too far. I should have ended here. Four nuqtas wide, come up. This shape here is about 2 nuqtas. There is a slight upward angle to this portion. You're sloping down for the first part, and then a slight upward movement at the end. Very subtle. All right, continuing on with the Asma-al-husna. The name I've chosen is Al Basit. Al Basit means the one who expands. Yesterday we had Al Qabid, which means the one who constricts. Both of these terms you'll find a reference to in Surah Baqarah, Ayah 245. Okay, so for Al Basit, we'll create our Alif. The Lam connects into the Ba. And we're going to place our THAW right about here. Come up. And the seam is going to be connected into this. So I'm going to try to ended up making that a little tight. I'm going to try to rewrite that with a little more room. try to repeat that and give myself a little more room on the height over here. I'm going to stop there for today. I hope you found this useful. Please be sure to subscribe and share. I'll see you next time. God bless.